Right, YouTube, you bastards, you're not going to stop me. I'm trying to show you about an Ozzy Osborne video, alright, his latest video, go and watch it. And I'm trying to do clips of it and show you that he's mocking you all because he's an evil bastard and he knows the truth and he's working for him down there. And he's mocking you in this video, but you don't know the truth about the system you're in, yin and yang, light and dark, and all of that I was telling you, and you don't know the truth about Christ. It's in his video repeatedly mocking you because he knows the truth, being an evil bastard. So I made this video, I put it up, a couple of days work, well, a day and a half's work, really hard work, brilliant video. Blows everything out the water, bush, right? You can't argue with it. I put it up and they block it, copyright claim, right? It said it had a minute and a half of his music playing in the background. So I removed that music, re-edit the video, and put it back up. The funny thing is, the first time I put it up, it took half a day to upload, right? The second time I put it up, it took hours to upload, and I did a smaller memoried version. Right? Don't want this video up. So the first time, copyright claim. I remove it, I remove the content that is disputed, I put it up again, blocked again, because it's got short clips of video in it. Right? You've seen my content, I ain't being paid. Right? This is a video where I'm commentating on the clips of it. Right? No music left in the background, and they blocked it again because they don't want you to see what I'm about to show you. Okay? But I'm going to have to do it in shots and explain them. I'll try and make it as interesting as possible, but these bastards don't want you to see this. So in the first part of the video opens up and Ozzy jumps out from behind the moon, right? If you freeze it exactly the right moment, straight at the start of the video, it shows you the truth. Look at this. So Ozzy's face on the right hand side in his right eye is lit up and his face is split between light and dark. Just like the guy in the painting. Have a look. Light and dark. That's light and dark. Exactly the same. Are you following? So Ozzy jumps out from behind the moon, his face gets split, it highlights the truth in the first few seconds of the video, and then this moon turns red and blue. Now this doesn't seem important now, but red and blue represents male and female energy again, like up and down. Male is red and up, blue is down. Keep this understanding in your mind when you watch later parts of the video, and you'll see that they're devouring the red. Okay? Watch this. Blue and red, yin and yang. Male Y energy goes up to heaven, it's your right eye. Meanwhile, your left eye connected to hell goes down, female X energy. Do you follow? Now, the Star of David is representation of your bondage because you're split and blind inside. And really think about it. Christ on the cross. What is a cross? It's an X turned on its side. It's a female symbol with a male symbol stretched across it. Do you see? It's the same as the yin yang and the Star of David. It's the same truth that Elohim have been hiding from you. If you're divided Y and X inside, yin and yang, an angel and a serpent, or an evil twin serpent working for the Elohim, one of the snake people, you go to hell. Only Y and Y go to heaven. It's a system. If you find the truth, your eyes both look up and they become one, and your serpent, your worm in hell dies and you become one with our Father. This truth is represented everywhere around, but you're split and you're half blind. Look, our friend Ozzy mocks you, and he shows you the right eye's vision obscured because you are blind to the truth, just like in the painting I showed you. Because you can't see, it's represented as being half obscured, or 50-50 on your vision, one eye up, one eye down. Ozzy mocks you, considers you a sheep. So that was just me outlining yin and yang, this system we're in a bit, so you can understand what you're about to see. Now, the start of the video, Ozzy pops out from behind the moon, highlights his face, split, light and dark, and we have the blue and red moon, which I've told you the significance of. Right, we're going to get to that later. So you remember that red is up, it's your life force. You see the red tablets where they're stealing, eating your life. We're in a twin system where one side devours the other, yin and yang. Remember that, yeah? So, comes in, jumps out, face gets split, moon goes red and blue. Then he pops out and his right eye's obscured with something that's white and black, like the yin and yang symbol. Yeah, light and dark, you're following. Then he zooms into his bedroom. I think it's a bedroom, and sat by the bed is Ozzy at the end. On the other end there's Christ on the cross, crucifix. Okay, and by it, a ghostly figure, the back turned to him, a leather jacket that says 9 or a small g. It says both, trust me. Right? And this figure passes across to the left through the figure of Christ. So what's it trying to say? Well, here, I'll show you. As the ghostly figure passes through the cross, red energy makes a 1. So it says 19. 19 means to slaughter. 19 also means to do good, but the kind of goodness that comes from being blind and not knowing the truth, if you read into it. So it means to slaughter all the good but blind sheep. Now here we are, Christ on the cross, and what looks like a small g to me at first. Small g represents Christ on the cross. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute, but it really means gods, plural, Elohim. Let me show you now. Okay, first of all, we're going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G equals 7. This could also be interpreted as a 9. So we have 7 and 9. Let's see what that says. 7 is a bad, which means to perish. 9 is abidah, which means a lost thing. A lost thing is to perish. Let me show you the truth, and let me go a bit deeper and explain what that's referring to. Context is king. So to put it into context, Jesus' cross, with him stretched out on it, represents a female symbol with a Y stretched over it, yin and yang. The same truth which is in everything around us and you can't see it. Okay, so that's representing the truth of somebody being split and blind, not knowing about the single path to heaven. And the numbers 19, as the ghost passes through, say to slaughter. But to slaughter that which is good, intrinsically good, but maybe not righteously good, it says. So those who are trying to do right but have been fooled. So it says to slaughter the blind sheep. Think about it. And then it says, with the G and the 9, and the G, the 7 and the 9, it says a lost thing which is to perish. So the ghost passes through the symbol of male and female, the Y over the X, and at the same time it says it's going to slaughter all the sheep, the lost things will perish. And it's telling you that it doesn't matter if you're good or bad, it's about the truth. It says to put to slaughter the sheep, those who believe they are good but are blind to the truth, all those who are lost will perish. That means everyone who remains divided and doesn't know the truth. I noticed Ozzy's glass. Look at that. Does that look like a volcano? With shockwave. Boom. So Ozzy is represented inside a blue triangle which represents a feminine. Now he's running down this feminine corridor trapped by blue walls, bouncing off them and spilling his red pills, his life. And look now, it's red pointing down, trapped between the two blue. So the red's been inverted. Do you understand that? It's complicated, I know. Ozzy bounces off the walls once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Able to perish. Able is the why, the innocence and the light, and it's to perish by Abaddon's daughters. This is a moon and an owl. Blue is the ocean, which is tidal under a moon. Female energy. The sea is going to come and rise 3 times, and you'll know I'm a prophet when it does. It's given me a bow and a crown, and this is my white horse. I've warned you. So let's turn it upside down. See the truth. And here's the father, Abaddon, sun worship, a pyramid in front of Apollyon, the sun. Like in my painting, the 20-year-old painting. It's the same. And then look a bit closer and it looks like 2 hands in prayer, making an upright male symbol. Because Apollyon the deceiver pretends to be the Lord. But Elohim like to mock you, and your prayers are wasted because you don't see the truth. Here is the Y male energy symbol, the upright triangle. But it is being tarnished. See inside of it, being devoured maybe even. There's an upside down V. And then on top, twin trees represent your soul being divided. So that's a male and female symbol together. And let's turn it upside down and get a 9, a lost thing. If you split, you are lost. You'll go to hell. Doesn't matter how good you've been, you'll go to hell. Now imagine you stood at the base of the feet of a giant Nephilim woman, and you can see her feet and her legs going up, and a vagina and a belly and a breast and a head and the arms either side. You see, you've been turned upside down. I had to slow that down to show you. It goes that fast, but it's the truth. You're upside down in this reality, which is a dream of the Elohim, and I can show you. Lots of strange stuff in this picture, but we're going to look later at that squid coming out of his head and the monster underneath perhaps. But look at the top. It says 9 or little g, and there's an upside down cross. It's like earlier on, but the cross has been reversed, but the number and the letter stay the same. Jesus is not going to save you. Satan used him and tricked everybody. That's what he keeps telling me, the Lord God, and it's in that 20-year-old painting. So next we have red and blue, blood it looks like, and they flow towards 2 pillars. The 2 colours representing both a male and female energy, except the 2 figures rising and joining are both female, so that's twin serpents stealing the male light. Now these evil bastards speak in colours, so red and blue, male and female, and they want to join them together by giving everybody a special injection, let's say, and it ties the 2 together. And you can see this by the colour change from red and blue to purple, and then the serpent joins them in a minute. When it first comes on, its eyes look like a bow, joining the 2 bodies together. Okay? So you're following that. The red and the blue is just the same as light and dark, good and bad, life and death. It's like the circulatory system of a human. Red blood, oxygenated and good, blue blood, bad. Yeah? So you're following that, that's important, because I've just shown you. Let's say they want to give everybody a magical injection that delivers RNA technology through graphene oxide, which looks like this, by the way, right? And you're a being of light, and a substance that becomes magnetic at body temperature is being put throughout your body, cut you off from your Father in heaven, tie the two together forever, guaranteed hell. Understand that? The mark of the beast. This is it. Now, you think this guy's nuts, so let's go into the real world. Right? I'm going to show you some examples. Now, if you understand the language, down and left is bad. Downward triangle indicates female, an upward one, male. Yeah, so down to the left, bad. Right? Remember that. Red and blue, good and bad. When they get mixed, they turn purpley pink. Right? And that represents the two becoming one. Tie forever to hell. Now look at this. Look at all of these examples I'm going to show you from the real world. So look at this. A heart is a downward triangle, and it's red enveloped in blue, just like Ozzy's crazy video. That represents the male, single Y path, the upright red triangle being turned upside down and trapped within the flesh, which is feminine and blue, and always represented as a double X path. So it's the same as in his video. It's mocking you. They use your natural but blind good nature to make you comply out of a need to help, and they mock you for blind sheep for doing it, all at the same time. Wow, evil as. I'm telling you, man, evil. So let's look at another. Have you noticed downward triangle for the heart? And then look, blue, a red light colour going down into purple, because blue wants to lock red inside, like that picture on the right, which is from later on in the video. I'll show you that in a bit. Are you starting to understand? I'll show you some more. There's loads and loads. So a blue heart points down, a feminine symbol pointing down, with an X made by two plasters. So that's a double down. The two, the X, and the triangle down. It's a triple down. Now here's the sun coming out. So that's Apollyon popping his head in, Satan. And underneath him it says LCH, 12, 3 and 8. But altogether it's 1238. Means to be luxuriant. Luxuriant doesn't make sense, but look deeper into the meaning. Luxuriant as in you use everything up, you make empty, fail, utterly make void. To empty, to depopulate, to spread out as a fruitful vine till it's empty, out, fail, X, utterly make void. Now here's two separate plasters together in a downward triangle, a twin path that points down. 2X. It's the same shit. 1Y. The path up and right is always the single one. Get upright. Now we're going to look at some shots. The red tablets poured by the blue hands go down into the left, and amongst them Ozzy falls into a bowl of blood, a cross of Jesus, which is a spoon really, so he's devouring his own life force with a Jesus spoon, X and Y. Here he is, he takes a drink, there's his XY Jesus spoon, blood's all running down the cross. Baal turns up, starts chasing him round, chucking spears at him. The spear lands in the ground and the shaft turns into a snake. Then all these people turn up, dragging a body that's in bonds, and then his body breaks loose. Look at the tattoo and the 2 bands on the wrist. Anyway, it breaks loose, starts chasing things around, and then he cuts to Ozzy in his chair, reaching for his tablets. Tablets. Number 9. P and X. P and X is 16 and 10 if you do X as a Roman numeral. And to uproot. A lost thing to be plucked up by the roots. P and X is also 16 and 24. 1624 to turn away, to forsake. 1624 to wage war. A lost thing to be torn up by the root. Turning from the right, I will wage war against you. A lost thing to be torn up by the root, for turning from the right, I will wage war against you. That's him saying that, not me. Now this is Ozzy. A bat flies in front of the moon. Ozzy snatches it, he's going to bite its head off. Oh shit, something's got a hold of Ozzy. It's a dragon, it's purple. And the colour flashes, and this purple dragon, when the colour flashes, guess what? It goes blue and red. Blue and red. Do you understand? Are you getting this now? And again, it's going to tell the same story. Look on his chest. The dragon hunts a cross and is heading down and left to attack the cross. The dragon has a 9. The cross is safely on a parachute. Hang on a minute. Let's have a closer look. Ah. Parachute really belongs to Satan. The 2 threads represent a split path. They're hanging from the crone and they're making a downward female triangle. Do you see? It's telling you. The cross is a lie. And then look on his right arm. This man who wears a cross, his right arm is of fire and has 2 bands wrapped around it. The right side damned by the dual path to hell. Learn the system. Learn the rules, and then you will see. Now this guy, Jesus supposedly, died to steal your soul. All the evil bastards know, and they mock you with it, and it's in my 20-year-old painting. And they mock Jonathan Cleck by drawing him as a sheep being eaten by a serpent. That's what it means, but it's not his job to overturn Jesus, it's mine. Yeah, these are the end times. And they mock you, the Elohim, the serpent people, Baal and his servants. They mock you every day in plain sight. They laugh when you drink the blood, take the communion, and eat the body of Christ, because they know he's a lie, and you live in a cannibalistic system, a twin system, where your serpent devours your light. Cain and Abel, cannibal, twin system. They know the secret, and they've sold out for wealth and power to the other side. You see, Baal, Satan, and all his different names and his servants know this truth about duality, light and dark, about us being split inside, and one side devours the other your entire life and feeds a worm in hell. And if it eats all your light, you're not worth taking back, and you're dead. You're locked up forever, a battery, a locust in the pit. Chained, trapped, like Ozzy here, with the 2 red eyes trapped, and look, cocooned bodies in a downward female sign, right? In hell it's in hexagons, because Satan's the locust of the pit. No shit. Think of all that I've showed you about carbon, about graphene oxide, about heaven and hell, about yin and yang, light and dark, up and down, left and right, good and bad. And how I tie it all together with a 20-year-old painting. How is that possible? And how do I keep doing this with all the things I find? Who's I, we wonder. They want to bring him back. Who's I, we wonder. They want to bring him back. Who's I, we wonder. They want to bring him back. Come back to this realm, the place in the middle, back in the flesh again. 326, to live again. But who? Look at the left hand. The two fingers indicate 02, indicate a split soul. Path to heaven is single, up and to the right. This symbol covering the cross is an arrow pointing down and to his left. Can you see? Guess what? This person who put his faith in Jesus is blind, can't see shit. A lost thing to be torn up by the root for turning from the right. I will wage war against you. The sheep will be slaughtered, those who mean well but are blind, all who are lost and remain divided, will perish when I return.